Hey, this is Danielle, and today I'm making a video about managing an SPX call butterfly. So here's my SPX call butterfly. This is a little bit of a lotto fly. I put it on last week, so it was a swing trade. Basically, I created this $30 wide butterfly with a long call at 49.70, the short calls at 5,000, and another protective leg up here at 50.30. So basically what that did was it created a range of profitability. Okay, so when I put this trade on, the SPX was trading below 49.70, and the idea was that the SPX would climb up above 49.70. This call would then be in the money, which it is, and then anywhere in this zone is kind of like the zone of profitability, okay? So above that 49.70 all the way up into 5,000. Now, one thing people say all the time about butterflies is they say, well, you need to get it right to the target exactly when it's expiring. And I'm making this video to show that that's not the case. Yes, it is true that to make the max profit, you need the butterfly to be at the target the exact day of expiration, but you don't need to make the max profit. In this case, the max profit on this, because it is a $30 wide butterfly, the max you could ever close the fly for is $30. Now I opened this fly for $5. So if you can open it for 5 and close it for 30, obviously, you would make a lot of money. In this case, I opened it for 5 and right now it's going for 8.35. So that's up, about 66%. Which that's a really good percentage gain, especially when the cost basis is only $5 to get in. So people ask me all the time, well, what do you do? If it made the target right before expiration and you're not quite at the exact day of expiration. First of all, I'll tell you, I don't really want to be at the exact day of expiration, okay? It causes a lot of stress. You can see that the SPX has a 37-point move into this Friday. Today is Wednesday, and I've met the target on my fly. The target was 5,000. You can see the SPX right in this moment of making this video is at 49.9823. So for all intents and purposes, I have made my target. So people say, well, what are you going to do? So the first thing I'll do is I just look at my charts and see, do I think that this thing is going to keep climbing higher? By looking at the S&P futures, which is where I like to get my signals on, I can see a couple different things. Number one, there's a 195-minute squeeze that has just fired, so that's probably going to cause some more continuation to the upside, probably into the S&P 5034, maybe even up into 5050. With the SPX, there's certainly a possibility that we'll hit this 5,000 wall and not be able to get through it, and we'll pause there. But for 2 whole days, in order for me to take off my fly for $30 on Friday, the thing is that you don't want to lose the money that you have on the table because you're trying to get more. That is when you get into being greedy, and that's when you can end up losing the money that you made, and we don't want that. So in this case, I think for me, it's just going to be a better choice to just go ahead and take the profits that I have here. This is up 70% now, and that's generally what I like to look at for a butterfly. 50, 75%, 100%. Any kind of move like that is what I like to see. And if you can just keep taking trades off, put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. For wins, instead of trying to stretch it out to, the exact perfect moment on the exact perfect day, that is generally how you're going to be able to make money in the stock market, especially when you're trading options. So risking $500 to kind of bring in, we'll see what this ends up filling for, but to bring in, 350, that's a very good risk to reward ratio. And at the end of the day, I think it's a pretty good trade. So that was a small trade that I had on this week. Um, just for kind of a, lotto move into the 5,000. It wasn't a day trade, it was a swing trade. If you want to learn more, you can follow me on Twitter. So my Twitter is at Trader Danielle, Danielle. Or you can follow me on YouTube again at Trader Danielle. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.